and our the lifestyle is going to be changed. So we knew that the transformation is a very common thing in this universe. Even the earth and the entire universe is also getting the age. Okay, the same way. So the human generation is also getting the the ages and the changes. Okay, by knowing by with this, I can share some of the things to all of us. So the first is related to the lifestyle disorders. As we are there in the 21st century, we may be knowing that. Uh, so there are commonly we are talking about the lifestyle disorders. So here I can say that the lifestyle means these are the nothing but the disorders or any impairment or the illness. So they are the results of the daily habits. So that too, the bad habits and also the bad behaviors. So which may be related to the diet or the exercise or any of the physical activities. Even more importantly is the stress. So how we are coping with the stress or how we are responding to any of the stimuli or any of the insisting by the any of the person and how we are managing that situation. So this all about causes the stress. Okay. So because of these the wrong practices and the wrong physical activities and more of stress and the bad habits, including the unhealthy diet, which may cause the lifestyle disorders. Most common examples of lifestyle disorders are nowadays the obesity, diabetes, hypertension, CVD, that is cardiovascular diseases, and metabolic syndromes. So these are the very common diseases. Along with that, a lot of other diseases also there. Even arthritis, it may be rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis, or it may be of the stroke because of the hypertension untreated and taking a lot of stress and attentions. So they may also cause the some of the the worsen the situation of worsen the healthy conditions of the persons or people. So these are the common examples. Even here I can say that obesity they have mentioned first. Even in Ayurveda also they are saying that the first disease ever occur in the universe is the obesity. In the Satya Yuga, there were no diseases. Whereas in the Treta Yuga, little bit the humans are becoming stout because of the his the improvisation of his the skills and all those things made him to be obese little bit. So we didn't see any of the obese animals in the animal kingdom and even the birds, avians. We are not seeing much that. Only it is in the human beings. So this is how the journey of the disease will start. It was started with the obesity. Hope in upcoming days we are getting the Ganesh Chaturthi. First, the obese diabetic person is Lord Ganesha, which we can say that. That's what the shloka says that Kapitta Jambu Palsara Bhakshitam. So these are the Kapitta exudates, Kapitta Kanchika ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಜಂಬೂ ಜಾಮೂನ್ ಅಥವಾ ನೇರ್ಲಣ್ಣು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ Falasara exudate. All these things are given to the offered to the Lord Ganesh because of he is a stout along with that he might be suffering with some diabetes. So this is that the diseases are there even for the god and goddess. Okay, this is how it's all again because of lifestyle. You might be heard about some mythological stories that the Lord Ganesha not roamed the entire globe. He just roamed around, or he just walked around their parents. Whereas Ranmuka, he took his vehicle, that is peacock, and he roamed around the globe. So that story means the lazy will make more of stout. So the 21st century itself is the century. It causes more of obesity, more of metabolic disorders. So because of impaired metabolics, we are getting the diabetes. Because of bad fats, we are getting the bad cholesterol, bad fat or trans fats. Because of that, we may getting atherosclerosis or the cardiovascular diseases, even the hypertension. All these things are very common. So because of that, we have taken these are the common the diseases as a lifestyle disorders. And the more dangerous and the thing is, globally, these diseases are responsible for over 70% of the deaths, so largely preventable. But the thing is, these diseases can be preventable, well preventable diseases. So this is the most important thing of today's the discussion or the presentations. Definitely, we can prevent these diseases, and also we can overcome with the lifestyle disorders. And second thing is, mainly as we are practitioners, first we have to look of our the health. That is the first primary importance. That is a vaiktika swastha. Vaiktika swastha is important. Then you have to think about your patient and also the family members. So that's a thing. And one more thing is, we should not run much about the comfort and uh, all other the wealth. So we have to think about our health. So that is the most important thing. So you can prevent your diseases, then thereby you can also prevent the diseases in the family members, and by also the patient, your patients. Okay. The next, we'll move to the next thing. Uh, Factors which are going to contribute the as I already discussed previously, that poor dietary habits. So poor dietary habits means if we are consuming more natural foods means you are going to prevent these lifestyle disorders very easily. So if you are consuming more of processed food, or the food which are containing about excess sugar or unhealthy fats, that is a trans fats, so those are definitely or directly causing the, contributing the lifestyle disorders. And coming to here, you might be knowing that except human, no other animals are eating the processed food. They're all eating the natural foods. And only nowadays, the few of the domestic animals, even we are feeding the some prepared processed food to the cats, dogs, and even cattle. Even in the villages, if you go to that village, the areas or the rural background, so you can see that now cattle are fed with some processed food. I think if we are consuming the food which are we are obtaining by the animals like milk and milk products and also the meat. So we may also getting the some of the problems or the some of the things with diseases because of these unhealthy or the processed foods. And also, if you see that, as in Ayurveda says that we are experiencing the rasas. But in modern science, if you go for modern science, modern physiology, they are saying only four rasas. The no two, another two, kashaya and thick rasas, they are not mentioned. It means that in the ancient time, in the olden time, so we all six rasas we are going to experience. And now, if you take the same scenario in present context, present today in the 21st century, everyone wants to have a more of the sugar based. Anyhow, because of more awareness due to the this mobiles and the smartphones, now people are shifting, slightly shifted towards the spicy foods, that too in southern parts, not in the northern parts. Southern parts, because we are oftenly getting the spices easily, so slightly they are shifted. But more people, they are focusing on more of sugar based or the sweet, the food articles. So that's a thing. And the third thing is unhealthy fats. So even in rural areas, what I observed is most of the people they become non-vegetarian. That too, they are going to eat more of the red meat and the other the non-Western foods. Now, in the olden time, I observed that 90% the people are vegetarian and 10% they are non-vegetarian. But now the scene was changed. The scenario was changed. It is 90%. Everyone is tasting. Everyone is having the non-vegetarian foods oftenly, and some people they are consuming regularly. And because of this, they are getting a lot of the trans fats or unhealthy fats or animal fats. So that is most of fats are the saturated fats. So that is going to cause more of problem to the cardiovascular disorders. Might be that is the reasons why cardiac diseases are increasing along with this what post COVID conditions. Okay, and these are the things which are related to the food. And the second one is the sedentary lifestyle. So you know that in the 21st century, we are even we are not taking a step to get water. Everything is coming to our mouth. Everything is coming to our the hand reach. Okay, so this is making a lot of problem with motor functions, and also the it is going to cause more of sedentary lifestyle. So every person's everybody is trying to be very much comfort. Comfort is accepted, but very much comfort and too much of a sedentary lifestyle. So a lot of no absolute physical, the activities. So this is going to cause the sedentary lifestyle, and that is also one of the factor in contributing the lifestyle disorders. And third thing is most of the habits like tobacco, alcohol chewing, alcohol consumption, tobacco chewing, the smoking, and even using the lot of other beverages. Carbonated water is also included there, and also use of the narcotics. Anyhow, right now we are conducting the Nasha Mukt Bharat Haryana. So this is established by the government of India right now, which is going on. So what they are saying is you should quit all the the nashas or all the bad habits. So because of these bad habits, these are going to cause a lot of the changes in the health. Okay, that is going to take towards the more disability, and even it may take towards the death. Okay, that's what we need to quit. So this is one of the major factor which is contributing the lifestyle disorders. Even in the olden time, so we are not making a day to say that someone is smoking cigarette. Even we are not able to take a name. ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಸರಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಬಾಯಿಲಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇವನ್ ಸಿಗರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಯಿ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ನಾವು ಇವನ್ females also taking the cigarettes, and they are smoking, they are consuming the alcohol. So alcohol abuse is even very common with females nowadays. Hope everyone is observed during the COVID lockdown. So many of the women or girls, they are due to get alcohol. So that much of addiction is there in the community level. So that is also one of the reason which is going to cause the lifestyle disorders. And fourth one is stress. Stress is very common nowadays. The stress, there are two kinds of stress: eustress and distress. So eustress is a good stress; it is acceptable, but the distress is very dangerous to the person. So what happens nowadays? The people, or even especially the newer generation, is unable to handle the situations, unable to the overcome with the situations what they are facing. So that is going to be one of the reason to get more of stress. Even the people nowadays, they are not having any patience. Hope you are seeing that ಮುಂಚೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇಟ್ಟರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಈಗ nobody is watching that much of the lengthy videos in the status, lengthy videos in the WhatsApp messages. Everybody want to scroll the buttons. Everybody want to see the very short, very short, even few seconds, and second videos they are watching. Why? Because they are unable to take a stress. They're unable to develop patience to listen, patience to watch and observe. So this is very common with people because of this technology and other aspect. And also even in the there are there is a concept in modern medicines, in the community medicine, that man is going to work with three situations. Man with environment means physical environment, maybe sunlight or air, extreme conditions. And second one is man is working with the machines, like operating in the industries, operating in the vehicles, or riding the vehicles. So just an operating with the computer. So that's a different. That's also one of the environment. And the third thing is the man and man, the relationship environment, where the boss is taking the work from the subordinates, like that. So this is the most important thing which is going to cause more of stress. When it is better to work with the machines won't make any of the stress. So unless you are not operating properly, it is never going to be a stress. And again, when you are working with the environmental conditions, again, you won't be having any of the much of the stress. But when you are working with the humans, when you are working with the human, when you are following the instruction of the human, so that is going to be more stressful. Again, the people who are there in the top, they don't know the how to take a work and how to think, how to get to be work done without any of the stress. And here also, in the people who are in the lower level, they also not knowing that what they are expecting, how to work, and what is my responsibility. So this makes a lot of problem with the human and man environmental conditions. That is going to be making more of stress. And this is what this kind of environment we are seeing very commonly in our Indian context. Whereas in abroad, in the foreigns, in the you can take an example of China and USA. So they are happy because they are working more with machines, not with any of the human beings. So that's the thing. Okay, why stress is very common in India is because of that reason. Okay, and last one is the environmental and the genetic factors. Obviously, so environmental can change in the environmental conditions, which will always impact on the human health, because we humans are the part of the environment. So we are going to adopt with the whatever the environmental conditions are going to be, in the contact with that person. So always the change in the environmental factors will definitely causes the lifestyle disorders. Right now, you might be seeing that during our childhood, we used to walk in the rain, and exactly in the according to the timing and according to the seasons, we are getting the rainfall, winter and the summer. Now everything was changed. It changed, and also we are not adopting with that because ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಳೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಮಳೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಟು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ the environmental changes or the conditions. And because of that, so we are facing a lot of problems. And now everybody is using the fans. Everybody, without fan, nobody is taking a sleep and the rest in the home. So this was a scenario. So, and also everybody wants to be in the always in the AC buses, AC rooms, and AC theaters. So everywhere we are using the conditional environment. So because of that, we are unable to adjust with the natural environments, natural conditions. That is making a lot of difference in the human health. Okay, so the body is not getting trained how to live with the environmental conditions. So that is the reason we are getting more of lifestyle disorders. Definitely, that is going to affect on our genetic components. So right now, what is the change we are seeing? So that is going to affect with our next generation. The same, if they are not following the natural the regimes, or if they are not adjusting with the environmental conditions, again it is going to impact on their generation and their next generation. So this is how these lifestyle disorders are, getting in the differently in the different generations. Okay. So coming to the next point, that is the role of diet in lifestyle disorders. As I said that So diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and certain cancer. So these are the very commonest diseases which we are facing nowadays. So diet is a primarily lifestyle factors contributing the chronic diseases such as obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and certain cancers. So these diseases also called as a non-communicable diseases. These are communicable, not communicable diseases. These are manifesting in their own, and they are going to cause a lot of discomfort to their own and the person, and it is going to cause a lot of difference in the different systems. Okay, thereby it is going to cause a disability, and later it may take the person towards the death. Okay, and along with that, the multi-organ failure is also very common. So it's all because of the diet. Okay, so here the calorie dense, nutrition poor diets. So these are going to elevate the more risk. So if you see the food, ನಮ್ಮ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ in the Ayurveda it is told that we need to consume the sattvaita ahara. So we need to consume the balanced diet. We need to consume the the food which will be contributing, which will helping all the saptadhatus. But nowadays the people are not focusing on that. They are only focusing on the taste, and they are also focusing on how it is, what is the consistency, what is the form. So external attractions they are focusing. So what color is used, and what is that form, how it is presented, how it is served to the people, that observed by the most of the people who are especially going to the restaurant and the food outside. But these are going to cause a lot of problem with inside the body. They are not going to serve, they are not going to give any of the nutritive supplement to the human growth and development. Okay, and next, balanced nutrition is critical for the prevention and management. Definitely we need to focus on this balanced nutrition. The nutritional balance is nothing but you should consume the food such that as per your age and as per your the need, as per your the work and energy balance to be made always. So I always quote an example like that. ಒಂದು ಒಂದು ಬೈಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೊಂದು ಬೈಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟು ಫ್ಯೂಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ಇಷ್ಟು ಫ್ಯೂಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಮನೇಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವು ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫ್ಯೂಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್. ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ದೇನೆ ನೀವು ಗಾಡಿ ಓಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಓಡುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಓಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತು ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ದ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫುಡ್, ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ, ದಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್. ನಾವು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಅದನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು. ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ ಸೆಡೆಂಟರಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಎನಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ದ ಫುಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ the diet. And always I prefer to have a food of food in your plate which contains all the categories. So like that in modern, so they are saying 10 groups of food they are saying, as well as in Ayurveda, Charaka Acharya Charaka says about 12 groups: Shuka Dhanya, Shami Dhanya, Mamsavarga, Krutan. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್, ಪಲ್ಸಸ್, ಲೆಗ್ಯೂಮ್ಸ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್, ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್, ಶುಗರು, ಈ ತರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವನ್ ಆಹಾರ ಉಪಯೋಗಿ ದ್ರವ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಚರಕ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೈಸಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಡಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಮಿಸ್ಲೇನಿಯಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ 10 groups, whereas ಚರಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ 12 groups. That's the difference. And they are saying that your food, your diet or your food of your whole day must contain the ingredients from all these 10 groups. So one at least one you know the food article you must be consumed by these 10 groups or 12 groups. So then it will be a balanced diet. Otherwise it's not. You may be suffering with the nutritional deficiency. So if you are focusing more of the mono diets means now always we are consuming the rice, morning also rice, evening also rice, and night also rice, means it is very problematic. It may cause some of the problem, some of the nutritional deficiencies. Thereby, it is going to cause a systemic disorders. Thereby, it is going to cause a the disability and disorders, or it may cause a death one. Okay, so this is how the diet is the most important. And the next to that is evidence-based diet pattern for prevention and management of these lifestyle disorders. So here they are saying that some of the examples I'm quoting here, I'm not taking all the examples. Very few things are I'm quoting here. Mediterranean diet. So it means that the Mediterranean diet means the diet, most of the diet contains of the plant-based sources. Plant-based sources means vegetables, fruits, olive oil, even the oil, whatever the oil you are consuming, that should be of plant-based. The oil should be used. You may extract the oil from the oil seeds like sunflower, safflowers. So that is the ideal one. And there is an exception that fish can be because of omega 3 fatty acids. Because of that, they have included in the Mediterranean diet. So which is going to reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases and also the diabetic risk, and also it will improve the lipids. So most of these contains the unsaturated fatty acids. So hence the Mediterranean diets are best. Even if you take example of cereals contains the cereals also contains the invisible fat. It is very minimum. So even if you go to the pulses also contains some fat, but it is very minimum. So, how much fat you are required by your bodies can be achieved by consuming these, the cereals, vegetables, and the millets, and also these things. But along with that, if you are using chutneys, which is made up with the oil seeds like the sesame irbodu and groundnuts irbodu, and also the flax seeds irbodu, ಗುರಳ್ chutney. So this is enough to get an fat from these the plant based the sources. And the second one is dash diet. Mainly dash means it is a dietary advices to stop hypertension. Dash means diet which is advised to stop a hypertension. So these are emphasizing the to produce and whole grains which are having the low salt, the lowers the blood pressure, and also improving the cardiovascular health. So here, what they are focusing is you should consume a food such that there should not be any of the excess fat, and also they should not contain much of the minerals, especially the sodium and all. Anyways, you should consume the salt 5 grams. It should not exceed 5 grams per day from all the diet. So that is the recommended the dosage for salt for the human being. So the mainly if you avoid more of salt and more of the trans fat, you can prevent the hypertension. Thereby, you can prevent the cardiovascular disorders. So that's the thing. And the third point is plant-based diet. So the especially the vegetables, legumes, the whole foods. So these are all helping for mm, to control the diabetes, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases, and especially the obesity. Obesity. Why? Because Charaka says that in obesity, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥೌಲ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So what Charaka says that the food must be atarpana, guru cha atarpana. Charaka quotes that guru, the food must be guru, but simultaneously it should not nourish the body. So that is a concept which is adopted in the obesity. The same thing is followed in nowadays in the modern the days who are controlling the obesity, and who are giving the treatment to the obese person. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು, ಡಯಟರಿ ಫೈಬರ್ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು. ಡಯಟರಿ ಫೈಬರ್ಸ್, ದೀಸ್ ಫೈಬರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ carminative, and they are just passing. And also these fibers and fiber rich diet will be making us the satisfaction with what they are consuming. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಸುವನ್ನು ತಣ್ಣಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ನರಿಶ್ ಟು ದ ಬಾಡಿ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಟು ದ ಬಾಡಿ. So this is how it is cutting down the calories, and also it is reducing, it is helping the metabolism of the fat which is there in the body excessively. Okay, so this is how Charak has already it is he has explained long before. Okay, so this is about the plant-based. Why we need to consume more of the dietary fibers, especially in the obesity and other conditions. And also, the plant-based diet will alleviates the constipation. Constipation is very common in the adulthood nowadays. ವಾರ್ಧಕ್ಯದೊಳಗ ವಾತ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ನಾವು ಡೊಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. And also it will holds more of the water, so that it can help for the bowel, you know, mm, environment bowel conditions. Thereby, we can prevent, definitely we can prevent the colon cancer. So, colon cancer is also one of the lifestyle disorders nowadays that can be prevented by consuming more of plant based and diet, and especially the which contains a high fiber diets. And one more thing is, I just want to quote here that we people are consuming more of the polished rice. So you know that the rice itself is having three layers: episcarp, endoscarp, and mesocarp. So outer covering, middle portion, and the core portion of the grain. So as you go in deeper, especially in the cereals ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏಕದಳ ಧಾನ್ಯ. So as you go in the deeper, you will get more of carbohydrate. So as you be in the outer side, it will be containing more of vitamins and minerals. So if you are subjecting the rice for the milling, so it is going to remove all the the mineral and vitamin portion. So that's what in diabetic, why people are getting the diabetes, and why people are consuming more of vitamins and minerals in the diabetic means, because the people are not getting the vitamins and minerals. So that is going to be supplied by the externally. If you are consuming the whole grain, if you are consuming the whole rice without removing much of its external epicarb, so you will get the natural vitamins and minerals to your body. So ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪಾಲಿಶ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್. ಆಸ್ ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ ರಿಚ್. So obviously we'll get more of taste to the with the rice. So as you not consuming as you consuming the rice which is not the polished, so it will be bad for the taste. So that's what people are getting more diabetes, because of the vitamins and minerals are removed intentionally, and also because of that they are not getting the proper metabolism of this carbohydrate. Whatever the minerals are required to metabolize the carbohydrates are already we are going to remove from the rice by the milling. So this is how a lot of things are processed. Because of that excessive process, we are going to lose the potential, the nutrient in the sources of food. Okay. And last one is the low fat diet, so which will limits the fats, especially saturated and trans fats, so that weight and cholesterol reduction will be taking place. So my suggestion is always we have to consume more of fat, unsaturated fats, or plant-based fats. Oils is oil are best to consume rather than the animal fat like so from the the red meat and the animal fat, which is bad to the body. Okay. So coming to the next point, that is diet related to the lifestyle disorders. Example with obesity already discussed. The calorie excess, calorie excess and a high intake of sugar, fats, low physical activities, which is going to cause the obesity. We need to burn the more calories. We have to reduce the intake of high calorie foods, high glycemic index foods. We have to reduce, and high intake of sugar and the special fat. I said that we should cut down, and also we should involve more of the physical activities so that we can prevent this obesity. And type 2 diabetes, again, poor carbohydrate quality and the obesity which will cause the type 2 diabetes. Again, once again, in the diabetes, we need to consume more of the diet which is easily metabolized. We should not use uh, you know more of you know the sugar which is problem for the metabolism. And also, if you are using the sugar, so you can go with some of the sugar which is complex compound sugars, so that you won't get any of the the carbohydrate which is going to be utilized by the body. So it may go there with the stool. So that's a thing you can use in the diabetes conditions. So coming to the third one is cardiovascular diseases. That is a high saturated fats and salt. So these fat and salt is which is going to cause the atherosclerosis changes. Means it is going to make a layer over the ನಾವೇತೀವಲ್ಲ ಲೇಪ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ. So it is going to appear, or it is going to develop over the interior part of the vessels, and thereby it is going to cause myocardial infarctions, and also what we say that heart attack ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. So very common. Okay. And the hypertension, again, high sodium intake, high mineral intake, and especially the sodium, high salt diet, and low potassium intake. So that is going to cause the hypertension. Hope you might be knowing that there are different types of salt, ಲವಣಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಮುದ್ರ ಲವಣ, ಬಿಡ್ ಲವಣ, ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಲೋ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ ಸೊ intake will be the causing the hypertension, and also the high sodium. ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಸ್ ವೈಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಸೊ ಅದು ಹೈಪರ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಕಟ್ ಡೌನ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ we should go with very minimum whatever the salt is available naturally in the grains, in the food articles, natural food articles, that can be used and utilized for the purpose of you know mm, so various activities by the minerals. So coming to the next point, that is the diet related to the lifestyle disorders examples. Already, sorry. So we have discussed that. Regimes. So now we are moving to the regimens and the lifestyle modification. So till now we have discussed about mm, you know the food. Even some of the things are there with the eating plans, healthy eating plans. So the same thing which is explained in the Ahara Vidhi Visheshatana in by the Acharya Charaka. So he has clearly mentioned that the diet should be made according to the person. Prakriti, Karana, Sanyoga, Rashi, Desha, Kala, Upabhokta, and Yoga Samstha. So all these factors to be considered before advising any dietary plan. Entire modern dietary plan ಐತಲ್ಲ, so that depends upon this concept. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಡಯಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಗಿಂತನೂ ವೆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್, the Charaka is well explained in the concept of first with the Ahara Visheshayatanas. Again, coming to the modern point, healthy eating plans is most important. As I said, that the diet which is avoiding the, mm, you know, which is stopping the hypertension. So more of Mediterranean diet, that is more of the plant-based foods and low fat and plant-based diet preparations are to be advised. And regular physical activities and structured exercise based on your consumption, based on your work, you need to have the physical activities. So unnecessary or excess physical activity is also not good for the human health. And also the sedentary lifestyle is also not good for the human health. So that you can plan your the exercise based on your jobs or based on your work. Okay. And the third thing is stress reduction strategies. So listening the stories, listening the music, and going outing. staying with the family members, and staying with more of friends. So you just make a plan such the activities to be done in a week or 1 day or 2 days. That's ideal. And also you should have some of the discussions instead of enjoying with the mobiles or the gadgets. So it is better to have a more of the physical or more of involving with your taking the participation with such activities is going to elevate your stress, that is going to remove your stress. And also thereby you may be getting a good sleep, and thereby you are getting your mind will be very cool and calm. So this is the things you need to adopt in your the life. Okay. And avoiding of this tobacco and harmful the last one is as I said, that consistent sleep routines. You should also take proper sleep. So Ayurveda also again focuses on three things: Traya Upastamba, that Ahara, Nidra, and Brahmacharya. Instead of Brahmacharya, I can quote here the Charya activities. You need to balance the food, and how much food you are taking, how much rest you are taking, and how much you are expending the energy or utilizing the energy which you consumed. So you have to balance these three things: rest, consumption of the food, and also the physical activities. If you are balancing these three things, so you will be always young and healthy and happy. So you won't get any of the diseases. And again, in the diet, if you are balancing, if you are taking the balanced diet, if you are going along with very the Mediterranean or the natural foods, so definitely you won't get any of the diseases, and especially related to the metabolism and the nutritional related disorders. You won't get that. And if you are taking the proper sleep means you won't get any of the stress, you won't get any of the undernourishment, you won't lose of the nutrient unnecessarily, and you won't get any of the formation of the bad fats or any of the factors which are going to obstruct your channels or obstruct your you know uh, the shortages or any of the systems. Okay. And if you are working with if you are involving with more of physical activities, there is a charya means, so you won't get any of the obesity, you won't get any of the lethargy, and you won't get any of the problem with your the skeleton and also the muscular systems. Okay. Everything will be intact, and you will be moving, and you will be living with more of ease and more of happiness and more of enthusiasm. So this is how you need to follow the Ahara, Nidra, and Charyas. Okay. So these are the things. And the next one is building sustainable dietary habits. So, so you need to focus on achievable dietary goals. So we should not have much of complexity in the planning of the dietary habits. So we should go with very simple formats. So as I said that you should consume the food which which is prepared with by taking the samples or the food articles from the all the groups. So if you are taking means you are making the diet well balanced with all the nutrient. So I can give the best example is everybody knows that. So everybody we are consuming the breakfast. If you're going to the hotel, so preferably you want to have of more of idli vada and sambar and chutney. So I can say that idli is made up of rice. Rice contains more of carbohydrate. Vada is of pulses, which is coconut, which is having the fat. So these are the carbohydrate, proteins, and fats are the macronutrients. Along with that, you are going to consume the sambar. Sambar contains more of vegetables and also some of the salt and everything they are going to add it. So that contains minerals and vitamins. This vegetable contains more of vitamins, and also the salt and or the water or the liquid portion contains more of the minerals. So this is how the micronutrients or macronutrients are well balanced with one diet. The such combinations to be made in your diet. So that is most important thing nowadays. We should not go with the food which is having more complexity, more of chemical based, more of processed based. So we should go with a very simple, the dietary preparations, diets, so that you will be feeling very happy, and so you can experience all kind of taste, and also you can experience, the good, the nourishment, and also it will be very easy for your digestion, and also the assimilation, and also you can have the self monitor diet and health parameters based on your health parameters, based on your conditions. You need to have your own diet plan, and also you can create the meal plans focusing on variety and balances. So if you are bored with one cereal, you can change that cereal. Instead of rice, you can change the wheat or henala. So if you take one more example, that is now ಊಟ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ, so we'll eat chapati along with that pulses. So pulses, and also we'll put some of the ghee or something oil to that curry or palle ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. So that means that you are going to consume the cereals. Cereals contains more of carbohydrate, the vitamins and minerals, and the pulses. ಯಾವ್ದು ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕಡ್ಲಿ ಕಾಳು, ಮಡಿಕೆ ಕಾಳು, ಹೆಸರು ಕಾಳು, it is all pulses. These all pulses. These pulses contains good amount of protein. So this is how protein, fat, and the vitamins and minerals are balanced in the diet. So our Indian diet is well balanced diet. Only thing is we have to make a mind. We have to enjoy that food, whatever the diet are prepared, and we are followed and following till. So you need to adhere to more of these kind of diets in our life, so that we can avoid a lot of the diseases which are related to the food lifestyle. Okay. And also we can also seek the guidance of the nutrition professionals. So definitely they are going to help you based on your work and your conditions, because some of you might be there in the rural areas and suburban areas, and some people might be living in the metropolitan cities. Based on the availability, based on the the conditions, based on your lifestyle, we can modify the lifestyles, the diet related to your lifestyle. Only thing is, again, back to the main concept. So you should balance the nutrition, and also the balance the your work, and also balance your the conservation of the that whatever the energy you have consumed. So that is the most important. And also motivational strategies also required for the long term the adherences. Okay. And next to that, coming to the conclusions, diet and lifestyle regimes are key to prevent and manage the lifestyle disorders, definitely. So ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆಹಾರ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ನಿತ್ಯ ಕರ್ಮಗಳೇ ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೋ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಾರ್ಶಮೇವ ವರಂ ಸ್ಥೌಲ್ಯಸ್ಯ ಭೇಷಜಂ. ಭೇಷಜ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಭೇಷಜ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಓನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಭೇಷಜ, ಭೇಷಜ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಔಷಧಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಔಷಧಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಆಹಾರ ವಿಹಾರ ಐತಿ ಅಂತ. ಆಹಾರ ವಿಹಾರ is medicine for the lifestyle disorders nowadays, including the obesity and other. So that's the thing which I'm focusing and which I'm propagating. And the small consistent changes can deliver a significant long-term health benefits. And more having more awareness and education and support are essential for lasting behavior changes. So this is most important. So nowadays what we are seeing is uh, so adaptation is most important. So we are adopting, we are customing with some of the bad lifestyle. So we are living in the bad environment, bad lifestyles. So we need to quit. We need to go away from such things. So we need to change our lifestyle. We need to seek a good environmental conditions, good the society and the where the good things are to be practiced, good thing are practicing there. We need to sustain, and that is going to impact more on us, and also it is going to helpful for the next generation. So that's the thing. Okay. So these are the things which I want to highlight. So if you want to discuss with any of the points, so that's welcome to all of you. So I expect more of a discussion than that of the monotonous talk. So as of now, this is my presentation. So now the paper is or the point is open for the discussion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for such a wonderful, insightful session. Really, it was very informative, and up to the mark, very crisp. Thank you for such informative session, sir. There are many listeners